Justin Tucker will kick it off. Sammy Coates, the return man. The Steelers and the Ravens for the 45th time. Toussaint is back deep as well, and he will take a knee. Pittsburgh will have it at the 25-yard line. First place on the line in the AFC North. Roethlisberger to throw it on first down. Pushed out of the pocket. Roethlisberger throws it away. He looped one in the direction of Zachary Orr. Motion man Hayward Bay on a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger a running play. The patience of Le'Veon Bell, but the Ravens are ready. They stack him up. B.J. Finney right now is under snapping the ball at center. Give it to Bell. And Bell is stopped well short of a first down. Give him 2 yards. Timmy Jernigan and Zachary Orr.
Can't overcommit with a back like Le'Veon Bell.
Jordan Berry with one of Devin Hester, who has had some issues holding on to the football, is the return man. He's not even going to touch it. The ball angles towards the sideline, and it's out of bounds.
With the bottom line on, he has to play better in the pocket.
Terrence West gets the call. West tripped up. Looked like West was going to bust that one potentially. For Baltimore, James Hurst is in. West remains in the backfield on a 2nd and 2. Flacco to throw. Nobody home. And not on the same page with Steve Smith in a matchup with the rookie Artie Burns. Aiken goes in motion. Hughes check in front of West in the backfield. West slashing through for a first down. Out of the bye week for Baltimore. What do they do well on offense? Running the football early has been the statement, and it's the rookie Kenneth Dixon out of Louisiana Tech. They had a franchise record low, 11 rushing yards against the Jets 2 weeks ago. And now they've got 20 after that carry by Dixon. Jones with a tackle for Pittsburgh. So this is now a 3rd and 2 for Baltimore. Opening possession for the Ravens. Flacco off the hands of the intended receiver, Dennis Pitta, with a penalty marker thrown at the 41. Hussey was checking over on the Pittsburgh sideline what they wanted to do.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, number 79 of the offense. This is a 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's the rookie Ronnie Stanley.
The right guard position. Too much change up front with the Ravens the last few weeks.
Ravens were looking at a potential 53-yard field goal attempt. Instead, it's a 3rd and 12. Flacco, not even close.
Pittsburgh and ran the football very effectively with LeGarrette Blount. Baltimore has to be able to run the rock against this defense.
So that penalty pushed them out of field goal range. Instead, it's Sam Cook punting to Antonio Brown. Fair catch called for it. Finney is snapping to Roethlisberger on a 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 12. Le'Veon Bell up the middle for 2 as we check in with Evan Washburn. Facing a 2nd and 8. 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Keep it on the ground. Bell the stutter step. And Bell, they converge around him. A 3-yard gain for Bell. 3rd and 5. Steelers 43% on 3rd down conversions. Roethlisberger lets it fly down the sideline. Almost intercepted. Ladarius Webb stepping in front.
The guy's got 111.5 career sacks.
Another punt for Jordan Berry. Devin Hester backpedaling. Good punt. It sends Hester back to the 21. Slow down to the 25. And Hester thrown down as he crossed the 35-yard line. 61-yard punt for Berry. Gotten their offense going in the first 2 possessions. Ravens take over. And it's Chris Moore cutting it upfield and hit by Jarvis Jones. 2-yard gain for Baltimore. Ravens go empty here with Flacco on a 2nd and 8 rush coming. Flacco gets rid of it and hooks up with Steve Smith. Breaks a tackle. Smith down the sideline and he's out of bounds. What's been missing from Baltimore? It's been that run after catch.
The blitz come right off the edge, and Ben Roethlisberger or Joe Flacco gets it out quickly to Steve Smith. This is a good sight if you're a Ravens fan. Real difference maker for the Ravens.
And Baltimore now in business at the Pittsburgh 32. A flip to Mike Wallace. And Wallace falls down at the 22-yard line, hit by Artie Burns on the play. Spent as a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers, still very close with Antonio Brown. Deep drop. Flacco on 1st down. Toss it underneath to West. Twirl down short of the 15 by Ryan Shazier. 6 yards on the catch and run by the Big Blue. They get it done today against Philadelphia. 2nd and 4. West denied. No running space for West. statistically this year in that category, but a lot of that has to do with the last 2 games, which has skewed it. Flacco on a line, a juggle. Aiken secures it for a first down. Inside the 10 against William Gay.
It's always easier if you catch it the first time, but he's able to hold on somehow and make the grab. But you look at the way teams are attacking this Steelers defense, working inside the numbers, these short intermediate throws, forcing Steeler defenders to come up and make the tackle.
Rich.
Third down, correction, third down.
There was a flag. It was an illegal shift for the Baltimore Ravens, so that first down is nullified. Them a possible field goal try with the best kicker in the NFL right now, Justin Tucker. This is a 3rd and 10. Delayed rush. It's intercepted. Flacco has it picked off by Artie Burns. First NFL INT for Burns with a 1st and 10 at the 24. Roethlisberger. Drop ball by Jesse James. Incomplete.
Joe's going to blitz. Joe Flacco knows that they don't have him accounted for, so he's going to slide to his right, but he never feels the corner backside. In a critical situation, he always looks back inside to his tight end, Dennis Pitt.
Tight end in there for Pittsburgh, and now shifts to the backfield. Roethlisberger, fake the handoff. Looking downfield, Roethlisberger will toss it underneath to Johnson. Johnson has room, and Johnson is hit at the 39 by Tavon Young. Got him down low, but it's a first down.
Backs in the history of the game have done that.
Play clock winding down, and Roethlisberger did not get the snap in time. A flag is down.
Delay game. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty. First down.
He throws with his legs as much as he does with his arm.
Operating out of the gun, Roethlisberger tosses to Jesse James. Safe toss underneath. Under Dallas, home next week, then at Cleveland and at Indianapolis. Flag down. Handoff was going to Le'Veon Bell, but a penalty marker at the 41.
Full start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's been disjointed.
To their play action and their ability to run the football with Le'Veon Bell.
Nickel package here for Baltimore. Gerald Powers is in. And a dump off for Le'Veon Bell. Bell weaving his way through traffic, hit from behind. And tackled at the 45-yard line. Johnson goes in motion. Antonio Brown has not been involved as of yet. Le'Veon Bell runs into a wall. Eric Weddle right in the middle of it. On a couple of 3rd down chances, which leads you to question Roethlisberger's limitations or the way they're going to call this game. Walking the tightrope down the field, Jamarco Thomas.
Playing special teams being the most important play in the game because it equals field position or points. Look at the terrific effort here by Jamarco Thomas.
If he would have ended up in the end zone, obviously it comes back to the 20. Handoff, Dixon going up the gut, and he has stood up.
You have to keep them to a minimum. The last couple weeks, it hasn't been good enough for Flacco.
Good hands, Mike Wallace, stiffer. Wallace has got speed. Mike Wallace down the sideline, a complete foot race. Wallace going all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. He does it against his former team. Track-like quickness.
Yeah, just the slant route. Poor angle by the safety, but as a defensive back, I can promise you that Mike Wallace's speed gets your attention. He has that 3rd gear to pull away from tacklers. Look at this catch. Away from his body, and he knows right away he's got to get his eyes back up the field because he has to deal with the safety.
Pass of Joe Flacco's career. Wallace takes it the distance. The extra point is good for Tucker.
He's thrown it more than the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we mentioned that's Flacco's longest pass of his career. Wallace actually had a 95-yarder as a member of the Steelers. Who threw that ball? Ben Roethlisberger. The Steelers are now in a 7-0 hole. Roethlisberger over the middle. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and a flag is down. Shrugged his shoulders.
Pass interference. Defense number 54. The ball we placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Avoid.
Did you see much there from Orr? Enough for the penalty?
I think so. I mean, he gets enough up before the catch.
Toss it to Le'Veon Bell. He's met by Tavon Young on the play, and they limit Bell to a 1-yard pickup. Antonio Brown does not have a catch in this first quarter. It's Bell again. Bell looking for the hole. Keeps the legs churning and picks up 4 yards in the process. The gun. Roethlisberger pulls the trigger. Low throw. Incomplete in the direction of Sammy Coates. He just has not looked right.
I don't think he's moving as well. I think certainly that's a big part of his game, his ability to move around and extend plays with his legs.
Barry's punt bounces in the air. Hester decides not to charge at it for 26-29. This is the first 4-game losing streak under Harbaugh. Oh, ball pops loose. It's West. Scooped up. Dangerous. Kamar Aiken, instead of just jumping on it, tried to remain on his feet. And the Steelers swarm towards it.
West has no chance. I mean, as soon as he gets this ball, he's going to get popped right in the hole. Ryan Shazier, he's a downhill, decisive linebacker that has great quickness and anticipation.
Been an issue for Pittsburgh, and that was a golden opportunity. West running into a crowd and still running. Good effort from West.
Pittsburgh defense, they give them a lot of options, a lot of pressure in this situation. Just a corner off the edge.
Flacco underneath to Pitta. So the Steelers were not going to let Baltimore get downfield there. They were willing to give up the underneath stuff. And when you talk to some of the Ravens, general sense was they weren't getting respect early on, and that respect has been earned through the years. The Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls. That helps. Antonio Brown, change of direction skills. Brown gets out of bounds.
Antonio Brown, he's targeted as much as any receiver in the game.
3 tight ends in this formation. Trying to stiff arm Le'Veon Bell. Nowhere to run. Terrell Suggs, first man there, with a penalty marker thrown at the 37.
He wanted to make sure everyone knew what they were getting into this week.
Face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, offense number 26. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. First down.
It was Bell against Suggs, trying to create some space, and clearly
he's got a hold of
come to the pain in the last 2 weeks, but he said it can be really agonizing.
There's nothing they can do to shoot that up before the game. He's got to go out there and play with the pain.
Toss it to Jesse James over the middle. James is gang tackled short of the 35 by McClellan and Mosley. They were hoping to get Ladarius Green back. He's on the physically unable to perform in his practice this week. Roethlisberger throwing, nearly intercepted. C.J. Mosley got his hands on it. Eli Rogers, the intended target for Pittsburgh. NFL out of Alabama. This is now a 3rd and 18. Feels like the Steelers will be going uphill all day. Deep ball out there. Hayward Bay. They have taken off the sneaker. Foot injury for Hayward Bay as he went down trying to make that catch. It bounces to Hester. Devin Hester to the outside, and he's brought down there. 42-yard punt.
Inability to form an identity on offense and some of the problems that they've had.
During the kick, personal foul, number 42 of the receiving team. He went out of bounds and blocked the player of the kicking team. That's half the distance from the end of the kick. First down.
Cleveland and put up huge numbers against the Browns. 276 yards and 3 touchdowns. Contact. Dixon handles it. And Dixon finally brought down with a penalty marker at the 9. 10:57 to go first half.
Personal foul, face mask. Number 91 of the defense. 15-yard penalty enforced from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Well, Tuitt gets in there. Chiquillo.
Martavis suspended for the year. Marcus Wheaton is inactive today for Pittsburgh. Flacco, play fake. And the toss to Kenneth Dixon. New England dominating that division again. Everybody is looking up at the Patriots. Kenneth Dixon, somebody lost their hat on the play. Combination of Jones and Hayward. It was Yanda who lost the helmet, and 2 flags thrown. 1 in the backfield and 1 in the secondary.
Illegal use of the hands to the face. Defense number 79. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
It's Javon Hargrave, the rookie out of South Carolina State.
Yeah, you look right there in the middle of your screen. He's got his hands.
Making the decision to start him in the middle of that defensive line. Shotgun. First and 10, low throw, ball pops free, and it's incomplete. Artie Burns with a hit on Terrence West.
Let's get hurt.
Baltimore Ravens 6-2 after the bye under John Harbaugh, coming off the bye week here. West muscling his way out across the 40-yard line with McCullers and Tuitt there.
Heading back in the right direction.
Now a 3rd and long. Flacco on 3rd and 8. Flag is thrown. Flacco to the sideline. Steve Smith Sr. battling with Artie Burns. And I mean battling. Harbaugh gets in there. Burns is on his back. And the penalty is going to go against Baltimore.
3rd down.
Penalty was against the rookie Ronnie Stanley, so back it up 10 yards. 3rd and 18. They'll give it to Juszczyk. They go conservative. And Ryan Shazier gets the fullback down low, and it's only 2 yards on the guest in the NFL in touchdowns. 11 touchdowns, 10 on offense, 1 fumble recovery. They have a touchdown today, the long one to Mike Wallace, 95 yards. Another penalty flag, this one at the 33-yard line.
Sloppy.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 50. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Well, the 5 yards isn't going to be enough for Baltimore. They still have to make the same decision here with Sam Cook, line for Pittsburgh. Good rush. Cook goes down, and a flag is down. That one is along the sideline and out of bounds. Penalty marker where Cook kicked the football.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense number 29, correction. Contact to the plant leg. Automatic.
They're going to get the cross, and you see Shamarko Thomas. He comes in here clean. He's got a good shot at this one. He gets pushed, but he's not able to pull up and
to live. On a 1st down from the 42nd. Flacco trying to find a rhythm here. Steve Smith Sr. with the catch. And Smith is draped on top of Ross Cockrell. Kenneth Dixon in the backfield. He gets a call. Dixon with a cut. Dixon plows forward for 3. Hayward and Jones combined on the hit. Some limited action against the Jets. Quick count. Flacco too far. Rashad Perriman. Ball. So the Ravens do nothing with the penalty that gave them new life. Cook high in the air. This one bounces at the 5 and will be down at the 7 by Perriman. Blanked by the Ravens. 7-0 lead for Baltimore with 6:27 to go in the 1st half. Handed off to Le'Veon Bell. They have gotten nothing out of the running game as Brandon Williams and Lawrence Guy is there to greet him. A 2-yard pickup. Potts has been back in there the last few series. Darius Hayward Bay out of Silver Springs, Maryland. And an unfortunate injury for him. Spin move. It's not working for Pittsburgh. No gain on the play. Steelers on a 3rd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger trying to set it up. He does to Bell, but does not get to the marker.
Antonio Brown doesn't get a sniff.
And they've accomplished it. No catches for Brown. Barry punting deep in his own territory. Devin Hester puddles to the 28. And Hester has no room on the short side of the field as he's out of bounds. Farm City. Ravens have a 7-0 lead. 185 yards for Baltimore. Pittsburgh has been limited to 59. Terrence West the run. And picks up 2 for Baltimore. Hit by Vince Williams. Baltimore, 2 tight ends, Pitta and Waller. Fake the handoff to West. Flacco tosses it down the sideline. Incomplete. It was Waller in a matchup with James Harrison. 3rd and 8 for the Ravens. After the timeout, Flacco in the pocket. Slings it. Low throw is handled. But Perriman could not get to the 1st down in the other category.
I wanted all the information I could get prior to stepping in that huddle. Sam
Cook punts it. Antonio Brown ranges over there, but that ball is out along the perimeter and it bounces out of bounds. NFL.com/salute. Steelers have 3 minutes and change to work with. Finally, Brown gets his first catch and he motors towards the sideline. 5-yard gain on the catch and run. Steelers have 2 timeouts remaining. Le'Veon Bell hit down low. Lardarius Webb went right to the ankles. Bell has been held to 17 yards rushing. Pitch it to him, and the play whistle dead. A flag down.
Full start. Offense number 82. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That's 8 penalties now against the Steelers. That one against David Johnson. For Pittsburgh, 2 minutes to play in this first half. Baltimore leads at 7-0. Floater. Incomplete. Trying to lead Le'Veon Bell, and that's Pittsburgh's offensive day in a nutshell. Hester is standing at his own 36-yard line for Baltimore. Barry with the boot. Hester did not charge forward. Instead, he backed up. The Steelers had coverage down the field.
You can't keep drives alive.
Barry has 7 punts, averaging 48 yards per kick. Flacco with a laser. Steve Smith with the grab.
Waited for an illness. His return is questionable. We'll have more for you to start the third.
All right, Evans, shotgun. They get it to Dixon. And Cameron Hayward sniffs it out immediately for Pittsburgh.
Sense of urgency from either offense.
They spread it on a 3rd and 3. Flacco to Steve Smith. And it's going to be enough for a first down. Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB and the rest of the crew in New York. Scores and highlights coming up. Verizon Halftime Report. Flacco is off the mark, but a flag is thrown. Perriman with Artie Burns on the outside.
Pass interference. Defense number 25. The ball we place at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
He's in good position, but right there, you just can't grab the back speed you want. He just needs to work on the consistency.
They need about 15 yards to get into Tucker range. Flacco working the perimeter to Perriman. Kickers that can say that. The great Adam Vinatieri, the other. Ball's now on the 37. Flacco to Perriman. As Evan reported, Mike Wallace dealing with an illness. Perriman is getting some extra reps. Flacco spikes it with 22 seconds to go. Have to be careful with the time here. 22 seconds to play. Flacco, rush coming. Flacco downfield. Almost intercepted. Aiken the target. Lawrence Timmons got a piece. You can't have an underneath completion in the middle of the field or you could run out of time. Flacco tosses to the sideline. So they had one last crack at it, and a flag is down.
Holding. Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
The man coverage, you can throw the deep out. If not, maybe take a shot to the end zone.
12 seconds left. Flacco. Sideline, incomplete. Steve Smith this season. This is from 54 yards away. And 2 flags come down in the end zone. $12 men on the field.
Too many men on the field. Defense. They were in formation. That is a 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
We got 12.
Trying to add to the Baltimore lead.
Another penalty.
A jump. Tucker drills it, but a flag down. Shamarko Thomas. A reporter who gets a stern talking to. Evan Washburn.
Offside. Defense number 29. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, field goal is good.
A legitimate game time decision for Ben Roethlisberger. And Roethlisberger got the nod. He's 7 of 14 for 50 yards. And just not doing Roethlisberger type of things out on the field.
Well, even Zach Mettenberger got some reps. So, but the bottom line is they're not playing well. They're not executing right now on offense. And it really starts with the production on the early downs. And who can make the better adjustments in the second half. I think it really starts with both offenses who have had their issues on third down.
Chris Boswell kicks it off. It bounces over the head of Hester. And a touchback with a penalty marker down at the 43-yard line.
Offside. Kicking team number 14. Baltimore has elected to take the 5-yard penalty and re-kick.
The offsides is against Sammy Coates. So take 2 here for Chris Boswell. Back it up after the penalty, and Devin Hester waiting for it inside the 5. Same result. Boswell drills it to the end zone, out to the 25-yard line, averaging just under 19 points per game. Flacco straight ahead. Terrence West takes it to the second level as Stanley and Zuta provide some space at this 8-yard gain, and a late flag thrown at the 19.
Well, good-looking run
Holding.
from West.
Offense,
this
number
one's coming
79.
back. Geez, the holding
Ten
call.
yard
See the
penalty.
back tight end gets a
First
kick
down.
out.
Has been in the starting lineup 0-4 when he hasn't. First and 20. Flacco trying to set up the screen. Timed perfectly. Ryan Shazier firing over there. To use those instincts. First round pick in 2014 out of Ohio State. Flacco underneath. Wallace catch. Stutter step. Wallace lifted up in the air and dropped.
Wallace back on the field is significant for the Ravens. He gives them another deep threat, and he's a guy that can make people miss in the open field. Good form tackle there by the rookie Sean Davis.
Touchdown for Mike Wallace, Pro Bowler back in 2011. Flacco flushed out. Flacco to run to the 30. Slide, and an awkward one at that. In at quarterback. Flacco injured on a run that gave Baltimore a first down. Handoff to Terrence West.
Ball for Flacco.
So Ryan Mallett, who actually beat the Steelers in the last meeting between these two teams, is now in there. West gets devoured by James Harrison. To the locker room. Mallett facing a 3rd and 10. Rush is coming. Mallett throws. Handled by Waller. Did not get enough for the first down. Waller trying to extend. It will depend on the spot, but the initial look at it is just short. From this angle, it's short, clearly short. As they extend, it is.
You don't jump the ball and do it in rhythm.
And delay a game. So the intention.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Good idea, but
it was never going to happen. Flacco came trotting out. 4 career touchdowns on punt returns. Sam Cook, high punt. Brown forced to fair catch it, and contact there from Waller. We got a break in the action. The Baltimore Ravens up 10-0 on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a flag is down.
there's a late flag. Can't make contact with the player who calls for the fair catch.
It was in the sun. That's where Brown is calling for it.
I don't know that Waller saw it, though. That's the
signal for a
problem.
fair catch. He was contacted unnecessarily. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the catch. Automatic. First down.
The problem, if you're Waller, there's no excuses. You could say, I didn't see it, but it's irrelevant. Antonio Brown on the fair catch. Ben Roethlisberger leading the Steelers offense on a 1st and 10 from the 29. D'Angelo Williams, his first play from scrimmage. Spun down. Picks up a yard. C.J. Mosley
To the officials.
Steelers are trying to change the pace here. Going no huddle. Roethlisberger, toss it. Antonio Brown brought down. He got hit low. And Brown went down. Just the 2nd catch of the day for Brown. 9 yards. 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger dials up a deep ball. Looking for Coates. Incomplete.
Second half. I like the idea that they tried to jump the ball and go a little up-tempo.
Jordan Berry has been the busiest man of the day for Pittsburgh. Fair catch, clear one from Hester. Steelers back off. Back in there after the strange slide on the previous possession. Had to go to the locker room. Flacco throwing on first down. Finds a soft spot. And it's Dennis Pitta matched up with Lawrence Timmons on the connection. 8 yards down to Evan Washburn. But the look of it, the visual,
Looked ugly early.
was ugly. Handed off to Dixon, tried to zigzag, and Stephon Tuitt all over it. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Set now for Baltimore. Smith, the motion man. Working out of the gun. Flacco out of the pocket, trying to set it up. Flacco brought down by Harrison. Absorbs a 12-yard loss on the sack.
Well, they bring pressure one way. This is just a coverage sack. This is the struggles that they've been having. Just 8 sacks coming into the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So that's just 9 sacks now on the year. They had not had a sack in back-to-back games. Punt from Cook. Brown along the sideline, and the field position game continues after the 47-yard kick. 6 yards per play for Pittsburgh, 8.1 yards per penalty for the Steelers. Roethlisberger knocked up in the air, intercepted. It drops right into the arms of Timmy Jernigan.
Side from Williams, you see Brandon Williams. He's going to get that big right mid up there, and Jernigan's alert enough to look up, and there's the ball right in his lap. Tipped, deflected balls at the line of scrimmage usually don't turn out well.
Baltimore with a 10-0 lead. Roethlisberger intercepted off the deflection. Flacco throws, incomplete. Mike Wallace was looking for a penalty. 9 straight games have been decided by 1 score. That's 8 points or less. 21 of their last 23. Handoff to West, and he's driven by Timmons after the gain of 1. At 4-3. Trying to keep pace in the division. Going to Mike Wallace. And the play will be whistled dead. Forward progress to the 25. A little bit of extracurricular. Teen of 19 on the season. Morgan Cox will snap it. Holds it. And the field goal is dead solid perfect. 2 in a row. Both teams coming off the bye, and Baltimore's got a 13-0 advantage on Pittsburgh. Tucker kicks it off. That is over the head of Coates. Steelers will have it at the 25-yard line. Can somebody step forward on offense for Pittsburgh? Le'Veon Bell, driven backwards. Michael Pierce leading that charge for Baltimore.
To put 8 men up around the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Steelers also lost Darius Haywood Bay today. Slowed down Bell and brought down after the gain of 2. C.J. Mosley. The worst back-to-back road losses for Pittsburgh since '89. They're down 13-0 here. Roethlisberger. Double coverage, Antonio Brown.
Safety. And you can even see there's a little bit of indecision there from Ben Roethlisberger as they try and fight to the man.
Jordan Bell punts it. Devin Hester backpedals, secures it. And a fair catch called for. He'll get it at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line with 3:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. 13-0 lead for Baltimore. Taking that running lane, Terrence West. 2nd and 5. James Hurst is in. Extra offensive lineman for Baltimore. Blocking up front for West. Slowed down in the spin as Cockrell makes the play. We'll hit the 2-minute mark of this 3rd quarter on a 3rd and 6. Rush coming. Flacco hooks up with Aiken for a 1st down. Ryan Shazier trying to strip the ball away. Aiken, one of his better seasons. In fact, it's been one of his worst seasons. It shows that they've thrown the ball a lot.
Too much.
Way too much this year. Shake and bake move by West. It's a 1-yard pickup.
Attempts a game coming into this one. This game, at least they've been trying to mix it up with the run.
Flacco, offline. Steve Smith, the target. 5-time Pro Bowler has said he will retire at the end of the season. Flacco, a deep drop. Flacco loses the ball. Steelers knock it free. The ball was sitting there at the 27-yard line. James Harrison put the heat, and Baltimore comes away with it. Marshall Yonda has got it for the Ravens.
Well, Stanley right now is struggling with the veteran Harrison. He strips the ball. This is just what the doctor ordered for an offense that's struggling. Flacco never feels the veteran come back around.
Went down to get it. He couldn't, and Yonda jumped in late to come away with it. Cooked the punt. They're not going to let Brown even touch it. Out of bounds. They'll mark it off along that sideline. Ravens lead at 13-0 as we start the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh with the football. Roethlisberger a drop, and the ball was hit as he was trying to get it to Le'Veon Bell. Takes big hits because he's a big guy and he's hard to bring down. Protection holds up. Roethlisberger trying to get out of the pocket. Buying time. Throws it to the sideline. And Jesse James with a clean catch and a 1st down for Pittsburgh.
Seems like the impossible throw. Look at the concentration on the boundary by Jesse James.
Illegal formation. Offense.
Jeez.
Number 84 was covering the tight end. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Just underway in the 4th quarter. Quick hitter, Eli Rogers. Rogers was dealing with turf toe. He got off to a great start to the season when the Steelers went into Washington. of 9 on third down conversions. This is a 3rd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger steps and fires. Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the ball was behind him.
You got to give Eli Rogers a chance.
Jordan Berry gets knocked down. Ball is scooped up for the score. Chris Moore. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To see, they don't even block him. I mean, Davis is the rookie. He steps right outside. This is just too easy for Allen.
The block by Javorius Allen, and then there was nobody near Chris Moore. Ravens will go for 2, trying to make this 21-0. Flacco. They got it. Steve Smith. The Ravens trying to snap a 4-game losing streak.
Every game seems like it's a one-score game with the Ravens.
And once again, it's Chris Moore making a play on special teams. He did it against the Jets 2 weeks ago before the bye. He does it again here.
To get this headed back in the right direction with a win over the Steelers.
Roethlisberger works it to the flat, and Eli Rogers. It's a 5-yard pickup.
Just to be smart with Ben Roethlisberger, who's still recovering from that injury.
Mishandled the snap. Somehow Le'Veon Bell steps in with a heads-up play and turns it into a 4-yard gain. 2 catches for 9 yards. They'll try to run it, and they will. They'll move the chains with Le'Veon Bell. 3-yard gain right up the middle. We're in the 4th quarter. Operating out of the gun, it's Bell again. Tried to stutter step, and look how many purple jerseys were there to meet him. They've given up 23 rushing yards today. Roethlisberger throws. Hooks up with Antonio Brown. A spin move by Brown, with a flag thrown at the 48. He's down at the 45. John is checking with the Steelers sideline.
Before the pass is thrown, holding defense number 54. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
I agree with that call.
So no catch for Antonio Brown. Steelers get the first down on the penalty. Roethlisberger fires down the field. There's Antonio Brown, ridden down inside the 30 of Baltimore. Lardarius Webb and Jimmy Smith.
These are the throws you work on day in and day out.
Rich, this is the first play Pittsburgh has had in Baltimore territory.
Another penalty.
Movement.
Full start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Back it up to a 1st and 15. Roethlisberger will toss it low to Bell. Couldn't turn the corner. Angle cut off by Zachary Orr. That's just 2 yards, 2.5 for Bell.
Played in and out coverage on Le'Veon Bell.
Bell still doesn't have a touchdown this season. The snap goes low. Roethlisberger trying to make it up as he goes with a deep ball. Brown couldn't catch it. Lardarius Webb recovers for the Ravens.
Hit there by McClellan. This one's a little bit further down the field. What an effort there right at the end by the safety. Lardarius Webb does just enough to knock it away.
3rd and 13 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger steps up. He throws it, and it's short of a first down. Catch made by Eli Rogers.
4-down territory from this Baltimore defense.
Roethlisberger on 4th down. Directing traffic downfield. Roethlisberger will throw. End zone. Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Finally, Antonio Brown.
You cannot allow Ben Roethlisberger to extend plays. That's where he's most dangerous. So many of the big plays in the passing game have come after Ben has gotten out of the pocket.
And ultimately found the open man, Antonio Brown. Extra point from Boswell. First scoring drive of the day. It came at the 8:38 mark of the 4th quarter. The kick from Boswell, it's a shoulder kick. Hester, middle of the field, makes a cut. And he is dumped across the 35-yard line. 27-yard return.
Play early to Mike Wallace, the 95-yard touchdown. But other than that, Ian, it's been pretty solid from this Pittsburgh defense.
And off Kevin Dixon, the second effort for Baltimore. We're under 8 minutes to play. Flacco. Looking to throw it. And it's broken up. It was Terrence West, the intended receiver. He slipped in there on a 3rd and 9 now. Smith shifts out of the backfield. Flacco operates out of the gun. Throw it underneath. Trying to create after the catch. And he's short. Darren Waller. 47.5. And he is an outstanding directional punter.
This is an opportunity.
Coverage downfield. Brown heads towards the sideline and has nowhere to go up the field. Pittsburgh takes over with a 1st and 10 at the 10. Roethlisberger slings it to Xavier Grimble. And brought down at the 20-yard line. First down for Pittsburgh. 6:16 and counting left in the 4th. Roethlisberger. Oh, he got away for a moment and then brought down by Powers. It looked like a wrestling move.
The corner, Gerard Powers. Ben Roethlisberger never sees him until it's too late. We talk about the challenge of trying to tackle a big quarterback and make you go over the top. You have to wrap and hold on.
And give Powers credit for sticking that arm out there, not giving up. Popped up, incomplete. Tried to squeeze it into Eli Rogers, and it was Powers who had a beat on it. Trying to get a play-by-play job. Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
3rd and 21. Roethlisberger pump downfield. It's caught at the 40. A sliding grab by Rogers. First down Steelers, and it quiets the crowd.
These pump fakes, he just throws this in great anticipation. He knows he's got to fit it over the linebacker and in between the both safeties. 30-yard gain. He knew he had Eli Rogers the whole way against two deep coverage.
Drive remains alive. Roethlisberger hooks a deep pass downfield. A lot of contact. Sammy Coates young.
Look at the cushion. Look at that cushion.
Roethlisberger looks over there. It's caught by Brown. And he is into Baltimore territory. Dropped by Lardarius Webb, the safety. Catches 71 yards and a touchdown for Brown. Shotgun. Roethlisberger fires it. Sideline. Incomplete.
No, he just missed him.
Eli Rogers, the intended target. And here for Pittsburgh.
And then this is 4-down territory now for Pittsburgh the rest of the way.
Roethlisberger fires it. Perfect timing. Walking along that perimeter is Rogers, and he's out of bounds. 5 catches for 74 yards.
This is the exact same route they just ran that they missed earlier to Eli Rogers. That's pretty good coverage. Ben puts it in the only play.
9 to play. Ravens lead at 21-7, trying to hold on against the Steelers. Roethlisberger will throw it. End zone, over the shoulder. Incomplete. The bobble by Coates. Trying to claw back into it against Baltimore.
The protection has been so much better here late in the game.
Roethlisberger, another long ball. Incomplete. Rogers extended. And off the deflection, Eric Weddle. Could have closed the door on this game. Instead, it's 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown. Short of the 15-yard line, but enough for the first down.
He's been his guy in these situations.
Working out of the gun. Drop ball, Le'Veon Bell. Ravens 21, the Steelers 7. 3:26 to play in the 4th quarter.
Here in the 4th quarter.
He had left meniscus surgery on October the 17th. 20 days later, he's starting for the Steelers. Brown the catch. 3rd and 6. From the gun. Roethlisberger trying to fight it off. Slam down. It's Judon.
Boy, this is just great effort by Judon. He's working on the right tackle, Marcus Gilbert. He just holds on for dear life.
For the Steelers.
It's coming. Here it comes.
Roethlisberger pulls the trigger. End zone. Over the head of Sammy Coates. And the Ravens take over on downs. Over 1st and 10 at the 25. Handed off to West. And there's nothing there. He's driven backwards. Mounts here. And Baltimore very comfortable using as much time as possible. No hole there for West.
I'll take one here.
Limited to a 1-yard gain, and that stops the clock with 2:18 to play. Robert Golden makes the stop for Pittsburgh.
Have done an excellent job turning this really into a one-dimensional game.
3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Flacco's just going to go down. Not taking any chances downfield. Punt from Cook. And it's out of bounds. 3 straight in the series. Roethlisberger throws it, and it's dropped by Antonio Brown. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown the ball 23 times in the 4th quarter, 41 overall. Long ball is caught. Eli Rogers. Front. Steelers are out of timeouts. 1:58 to play. First down for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger pump and throw. It's handled by Bell. Bell tries to make a move and still going. Had to get out of bounds. Initially, it looked like he was going to cut it upfield. He tried to.
How deep the safeties are. They're off the screen.
1:48 to play. Roethlisberger. Deep ball. They'll try it to the end zone. Incomplete. Kobe Hamilton, the intended receiver, with Jimmy Smith.
Towards Antonio Brown.
On 3rd down. Running play. They'll get the first down with Bell. Oh, he lost the ball at the end of the play. Albert McClellan comes away with it. It'll be ruled down and could not get to that sideline. Zachary Orr on the play.
Yeah, I think the ball comes out when he hits the ground. It's a good call by the officials.
8 to play. Roethlisberger looking, tosses underneath. Le'Veon Bell after the catch. A blast, and he stays upright, and it's Eric Weddle who goes down, and he's out of bounds. Inside the 5. Steelers down by 14. Roethlisberger. Time in the pocket. On the move. Roethlisberger will run for it. Touchdown, Steelers. Pittsburgh making it interesting.
Plays over the course of his career. No one's there. He just holds it. He's patient. This is the last thing the Ravens expected in this situation. Win against man-to-man coverage.
That's the point. Boswell knocks it through. It's 21-14 with 48 seconds left. So there's the shift. Ravens respond. That thing went half a yard. Then he just drills it down the field.
That was bad.
And 2 penalties are down.
That is a swing and a miss. Try and kick it with his right foot.
Yeah, he got a little too creative.
What's that Irish dance they do, the jig?
Yeah.
That's what that looked like.
The officials sorting out the penalty.
You have to imagine.
That was illegally kicking the ball. That is a penalty. That penalty is declined. We're going to place the ball at the spot where it's first touched by the kicker, which is first touching. It'll be Baltimore's ball at that spot. First down.
Wacky things happen. That's why you have the onside kick to begin with, but he didn't give his team a chance to get to the football. Flacco takes a knee.
On the field 10 yards, at least give yourself a chance to make a play.
The Baltimore Ravens snap a 4-game losing streak, and they take over first place.
Amazing.
In the AFC North. They defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 21-14. The 45th edition of this meeting all time. It belongs to Baltimore.
Well, there's still a lot of football left to be played. We'll see these two teams again at some point.